Good to put it. Yes, yes, good.
Excellent. Okay. Okay. I know you're in a hurry. I just
Not in
heard
a
you
hurry,
have
but
an event.
just by 6:15, I need to be.
Yes, I'm gonna be Gemini fast. You know how Gemini's do it. Fast and furious. Anyway, I hope you're good. JeMaja, I hope you're good. Today is very, very Piscean day.
Yes, it is.
Very
It is.
Piscean, very in tuned. I think for spiritual practices today, at least 5 minutes, if anybody can take away at least 5 minutes just to connect with something they are connected to, it's very potent.
Yes.
Very
No.
potent today.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to mention. So today we officially have a moon in Aries, but tomorrow is like this weekend. I just feel this is one of those weekends, I think the craziest weekend of the year, one of the most craziest ones. Why? First of all, the eclipse tomorrow
Tomorrow
morning
morning.
around
Yeah.
around 7 a.m. Eastern time.
Our time, 7
Uh,
a.m. Okay.
yes.
Okay.
And then we're gonna have Mercury retrograde tomorrow night around 10 p.m. He's moving back to Pisces,
Yes.
and then he's gonna meet Neptune at 29 degrees 59 minutes.
Wow.
So
You can't
last
get
degree.
any later than that. I mean, wow.
So and then
It's
next day,
interesting.
next morning, so Sunday morning a.m. Neptune is in Aries. So they're gonna meet literally. So during the eclipse, Mercury is 0 degree Aries, going back uh, 12 hours or so later, meeting Neptune and then literally crossing paths. Such an interesting energy.
It is.
Really, really interesting. So that's why we're going to feel this shift this weekend, a lot of shifts. Pisces, Aries shifts is going to be really, you know, it's push and pull. It's letting go
Yeah.
and starting new at the same time
Right.
without clarity. So that's why we
Yes.
can.
Yeah. And it's interesting how you said that without clarity. So it's the Pisces, and even the Aries. I mean that's transit to me speaks to faith because one is as the faith sign Pisces, but Aries is the initiation sign, the initiator. So we're having to move forward as the Arians typically do or can are known to do without maybe perhaps having all the details worked out. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
that's interesting.
And this eclipse, because it's an Aries new moon,
Right.
it's ruled by Mars, and Mars is in Cancer, in water sign, and
Ah.
it's out of bounds
Oh,
still
that's right.
until
Still out of bounds. Okay.
so he's a little bit out of control ruling this eclipse. So I think people might go out of control, things might go out of control. We already unfortunately see this earthquake that happened
Yes,
this morning.
Myanmar. Yes, that horrible earthquake.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of floods. There's floods in Europe. There's lots of things going on. So,
Hmm.
we need to kind of take care. Um, and then, so the whole weekend, we're going to have this Aries moon, Aries feeling. It's going to be very impatient energy. We're going to move forward. Neptune is kind of going to push us as well, like, but then still Venus and Mercury, I went back to Pisces, like it's not done yet. So,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, so there's that
That's a
feeling
lot of
of
water. That's a lot of, I mean, Neptune, That's a lot of
we have
energy.
a lot of yes, a lot of water and a lot of fire. So
Yes.
there's no earth except
It's no
except
Earth.
poor Uranus,
In
except
Taurus.
poor Uranus.
Yeah.
Yes,
In Taurus.
the
Yeah.
only one. He's the only one having this earth energy, holding
Yes.
holding the earth,
Holding the Earth. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Awesome.
which yeah, so that's why we don't feel grounded. There's no sense of reality.
Right.
So we want to move forward, but what is real? What can we really
Yeah.
achieve? Where are we going?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Confusion. What's the confusion there? My take on this eclipse is that just need to be authentic.
Hmm.
So this is a
Absolutely.
new beginning, a new start, where we need to definitely find who we are, and it's time to speak it and live it. That's it. So no more anything else. Okay. So
Yeah.
just be your true
Right.
selves and make sure that whatever you do, that if you can do something, say no. If it doesn't feel that it's aligned with your beliefs and your values, say no. like this is the time that we, you know, if we want to move forward to a better future and better society, better whatever, we need to contribute to the society our true selves. That's the only way
Yes.
we're going to survive this. So that's how I feel. So this is like the last eclipse of this Aries and Libra for another 9 years. So you know, let's just make sure that, you know, we are true to ourselves and our beliefs and our values, and integrity is also important.
Absolutely. Well stated, Jasmine. And, I think with all the water energy that we've had, water is a solvent, it's
Hmm.
a dissolver. So it's sort of loosened things. So anything that needs to be washed away that we can release easily, let it go. I mean, and sometimes I don't think I know from experience and past experience and dealing with clients that oftentimes we say, oh, I want to release that. But we don't, because it's something that we still know and we consider a treasure or something that we have as part of our gains, our capital gains box. So this is a time, like I said, to be authentic and say, you know what, thank you, bless and release that, saying I really don't need that anymore,
Yeah.
and let it go, and and let it go, realizing that there'll be something else to replace it, something else that you need now to move forward with, and something that perhaps won't bedraggle you or weigh you down. And
Yeah.
so that's why I think all this Pisces, and we get another review of it, another time to go back, so they're saying, well, let's see, need to wash away a few more bits of stuff.
Mars is in Cancer, ruling this. So in Cancer, Cancerian energy is also pulling us back, you know, to our history, to our
Yes,
childhood, to our
family.
family
Hmm.
ancestry, you know, where we're coming
Yep.
from. So that's another thing, you know. So we are emotionally motivated and driven
Right.
to do things. So we are making decisions on our emotions
Mm-hmm.
and traditions and stuff instead of common sense. And this water is dissolving
People.
common sense in a way.
Yeah. Yes.
So,
So
so
it's
that's
dissolving
why.
common. He says
Yes,
dissolving common sense. Oh,
yes.
okay. So we need to be careful, be a little cautious, and watch.
I wouldn't make any major decisions.
No, and
You
not with all these
just
retrogrades too. Yeah.
yes.
Hmm.
So just focus on yourself in a sense. Am I true? Like, you know, we are all brought up with certain set of values, with certain set
Yes.
of beliefs, just because
Yeah.
we are brought in that kind of culture or family or society, and then we kind of live that. But is it truly what we believe? Like, because you
Hmm.
know, after you live your life, you kind of have your own, you know, opinions and you know, based on your own experiences and knowledge, and so this is the time to actually revise that and say, okay, is this aligned, and let it
Yeah.
go. I know it's very hard
Yeah.
to, you know, let go of your childhood things and, you know, family, and but if it's not aligned with you, it's not good.
It's
It's not
not for
doing
you.
good.
It's not good. No.
That's it.
Mm-mm. Yeah,
So
it's like a
just
car. You ever drive a car that's the tires are out of alignment? The car wobbles.
oh
It
yes.
doesn't turn right. It pulls, and you know what I mean. So I'm thinking that sometimes I can tell when I'm out of alignment, and because I'm trying too hard to pull the car that I'm driving one way, and it's my soul saying, "No, we don't need to go that way anymore. Let's release it, with grace, but be
Yes,
clear
yes,
and release it with thanks." And appreciate gratitude for how far it got us in the car. But, we don't want to have to be a little wobbly,
yes.
um,
uh,
vehicle along the journey.
the other thing with this eclipse, because it's in Aries, you know, Aries is
Mhm.
bold and it's
Yeah.
not afraid to do things alone,
Yes.
and
Yes.
we sometimes are.
Right.
So this is calling us to be bold, and you know, you don't need anybody, like, you know, we need support. I'm not saying we don't, but in this case, support and validation from others, and you know, attention from others is just a cherry on the cake. We need to be able to do it without
Yes.
anybody,
Yeah.
and
Right. You
right,
are
and just
enough. Yeah, like you said, we are enough. You are enough. No need to prove things to people. Just do it. And I think oftentimes we wait a little bit to do things or to get in alignment because we're wondering how people are going to see it, how people will perceive us when we make those changes and change boundaries or reinforce
mhm.
boundaries.
Yes,
And it's you
yes,
got to sort of say, you know what, that's people will think and talk and feel regardless. If you're doing things with care and proper intention from the heart space, from and connecting with your soul, it's the right space, it's the right time.
yes. And you know what? This is also, you know, people who think like you will follow you, and you
Right.
need to lead. So this is
Yes.
the
That's
Aries.
wonderful. I love that. People who think like you will listen to you and follow you. Yeah.
Okay, and you will find
Hmm.
your people, you will
Yeah.
find your tribe. It
Yes.
doesn't, you don't have to follow somebody else just because, so that's,
Just
I
to have
think this is the
company. Just to
story of this
have company.
eclipse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So this is that story for this eclipse, to kind of be bold enough, be courageous enough to be the first one to step out and say, okay, this is me, this is what I believe, and then who wants to come
Right.
with me? Not follow somebody
Yes.
else or whatever. So that
Yeah.
who is not, just as you said, with grace, tell them, you have special space in my heart. Now it's time to let go. This is the topic. And also Neptune in Aries is going to even emphasize this in the next 15 years, one way or another. We're going to feel that we need to be our true selves. And
Yeah.
Saturn is coming to Aries. It's going to be more and more, right?
Very,
So don't be
very
afraid.
good.
Like, it's hard.
Hmm.
It's hard to step out of comfort zones, and you know how it's hard to be the first one.
Yeah.
But I heard somewhere, somebody said it, and I think it was even smarter. It's even harder to be the second one. Okay, there's the first crazy person doing something,
Yeah.
but the first follower
Right.
has to be the bravest. Who is going to be that
Hmm.
person? So
Hmm.
that's also interesting to think about something.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is the topic of this eclipse. It's going to be for sure here for another 6 months or for 27 months. And if we look at the lunar family and as a larger picture, Sabian symbol for
Oh,
this
good. Good.
is,
Good. I
so
like the segment symbols.
yeah, for 9 Aries is, what is it called? Where are my notes? A crystal gazer.
Oh,
Uh, uh,
a
uh,
crystal gazer. Okay.
yes. Man's capacity for bringing an entire universe within the uh, uh, purview. What did I don't have my glasses. I can't read anymore. Purview of its mind. Hmm? Within the pure view of his mind. Anyway, I'm sorry. I don't have my glasses here. I can't read anymore. But I
Okay.
can't. I came to this stage of life that I'm reading glasses. Oh my lord. Anyway, so it's follow your heart as well,
Yeah.
kind of a thing. It's
Yeah.
a crystal glazer. So we are kind of having,
Right.
it's interesting how we have lots of Pisces energy, that this is just confirming that. So this is very interesting, as a Sabian symbol. Okay.
And let me say something here before we go on. Is that
Yeah.
I think this is the first time I've said it before, but many of us don't know this or maybe don't realize it. But I think this is the first time in contemporary era history that we have had this
Yes.
opportunity to follow our authentic selves.
Yes.
In past times, and I mean in recent past times,
Yes.
we could not do certain things that even we're doing right now or that we're contemplating doing. It just wasn't possible. You
Mhm.
could think about it, we said bemoan because we couldn't do that because we were so and so color, gender, sexual orientation, whatever. We couldn't do certain things or even pursue certain avocations or careers or whatever. We didn't have that freedom anywhere,
Yeah.
even so-called free as the United States is. So the fact that we have this gift right here now, it is actually a travesty to just sort of like look the gift horse in the mouth and kick it and say, go, I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
Actually embrace that what your ancestors could not do.
I
You
was
know?
just thinking, a lot of this political situation that's happening in U.S. has such a huge impact all around the world, and countries because of this are
Yeah.
also reconsidering and rethinking. Oh, what are our roles in
Yeah.
this world? Why is
Yeah.
USA? Why did USA had all this power? Why did we all were so
Hmm.
attached to it? Maybe we can be more independent.
Hmm. Yes.
So I'm thinking, so there's a lot of, like, on a global level. I was just thinking, Canada is. I never seen Canada so nationalized, like so
Yes.
patriotic in my life.
Yes. Right. Yeah, no, this
Like
is
that.
mobilizing everyone. I mean, even those within the United States, because we know that, well, this is a
I
hijacked
know, I know,
election.
I know,
So anyhow,
I know,
those in the
I
United
know,
States are actually
I know.
realizing that this is not what we want, and we
No,
have
no,
to
I'm
actually
talking
fight
about
for.
government. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm talking about government, JeMaja,
yeah.
not about people. People
Oh,
are
okay.
people.
Yeah, yeah.
American
But
people.
I'm even talking about the
I,
government of the United States. I'm thinking about
yeah,
how the people who actually are part of the
yeah.
government are saying, so that's what we're seeing, that small group that's so-called the
Mm.
government, but we're realizing as people that we need to govern
Yes,
ourselves. That's what that's
yes.
what I'm saying. So
Yeah, yeah,
governments
yeah,
be
yeah, yeah,
damned. We the people are the majority,
yeah.
and we need to start doing some governing and taking control of the reins and instead of
Mm.
being led astray. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
but it's happening all
Yeah,
around the world. All these protests are
good.
coming,
That's
you know. So
good.
so everybody's kind of shaken up. So this is like the new, like the seeds of the new world. I think people are
Yeah,
going to
that's
be more
good.
and more. I do expect a more protests in USA. Just
Sure.
me personally,
Yeah.
I feel there's going to be more people on the streets, more and more. That's how I feel. Just me personally, considering the history, and especially when Uranus goes into Gemini in the
Yeah.
summer,
Yes.
I think we're going to see that more and more. That's my opinion. We'll see how it goes.
Oh, I
Anyway,
think yeah, I think I second that emotion because I think it's almost
yeah,
stands for a reason because this is we're spiraling more out of control. So we're
yeah,
waking up more and more people by saying, "See, this train is leaving the tracks." So what are you going to do about it? So
yeah, because people still like, oh, it's still new, it's still a couple of months, you know, blah, blah, blah. And these all retrograded eclipses, people are still not feeling to push forward, you know, because the energies are not. But
mhm.
they're coming. Jupiter in Cancer, Uranus in Gemini this summer. I think I just feel it. I hope that
Good,
everything
good.
goes in peace.
I
But I think,
look
I think,
forward
I
to it.
feel, yeah. Okay, so Sunday afternoon around 4 o'clock, the moon, she's going into um, Taurus. She's going to be in
Mm,
Taurus for until April 1st. Oh, so um, I want to mention something. Next week, Monday, there are no aspects in the sky.
Oh, really?
Nothing.
We haven't had that in a
Not
while, Jasmina, huh?
not even, yeah, not even the moon. Nothing. Because moon is in
Right.
Taurus. She's going to meet Uranus and sextile Mars on Tuesday. I mean, Tuesday is a very good day. Tuesday, Wednesday, if you want to do things, that's good. But Monday is so weird. Nothing. It's like if we have eclipse, we have Neptune change, like we're gonna still feel
Right.
that, but
Right.
nothing exact on Monday. Like that's it. Like there's gonna be storm, and so like that's it.
Okay.
Like now,
Yeah. Yeah.
aftermath of the storm. It's gonna be like
Right.
aftermath on this. That's something that I feel it's gonna be on Monday.
Good.
Uh,
Interesting.
Crescent moon is on Tuesday, and then we have a first quarter on Friday. So next week, between the crescent and the first quarter moon, it's good time to do things. And especially when moon is in Gemini, she's
Of
going into
course.
Gemini on Tuesday, Tuesday night. And why I say that, because now we have Neptune in Aries, so moon is gonna sextile Neptune for the first time after 165 years, and moon in Gemini is doing that. Then
Nice.
she's gonna trine Pluto.
Nice.
Then on Wednesday, sextile the Sun and conjunct Jupiter. So if you want to do something lounge, Wednesday is definitely the day.
For what?
So
For launching something.
yeah,
For
for
launching
doing
something.
things, for pushing your, for whatever you need to do, go in public, that's the time to do it. Wednesday,
Good.
definitely Wednesday. So Eastern time until 7:30 p.m. So almost all day long for us. For Europe, it's a little bit, or for other world is maybe Tuesday, right? So, but for us here, and
Oh, okay.
so from Tuesday evening from 4:30 p.m. until all the way to Thursday morning, 5, 6 in the morning, I would say you can, yeah, then it's safe to, somebody's asking, then is the best way to set intentions for the future, to manifest for this new moon. I would wait Monday,
Until
Tuesday.
Monday and
Yeah.
Tuesday to do that? Monday and
Wednesday,
Tuesday.
but Wednesday number one. So Wednesday is my number one day next week. Actually, very good day. Moon in Gemini is doing beautiful things. On Thursday, she's gonna square Saturn and Venus and Mercury in the node, so that's a different story. But because they're all at the end of Pisces, almost all until then, it's going to be all beautiful. And then just Thursdays are going to be hard, lots of squares.
Ah,
So Thursday is not good
okay.
anymore. She's entering square with Piscean energy, and then she's moving into Cancer, so more moody, more, so use this beginning of the week to do things, and then later it's going to be a little bit more challenging. On Tuesday, we also have Venus conjunct the North Node, and she's retrograde. And with touch the node, it's always something like fatal or karmic or something
Mm-hmm.
that's meant to
Fated.
be
Yes,
there.
yes, yeah.
So a lot of people can come all people from the past can come up, or something that may happen. I think, you might hear some, from some people from the past maybe, or there is a way because Neptune left, because
What day is this again? Friday? I'm
no,
sorry.
Tuesday.
Tuesday. This is
The
so
first,
repeat that.
April 1st, April Fool's Day.
Okay.
We have Venus retrograde conjunct the node in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so and we have a crescent moon coming, and then Gemini. I mean, the whole day, even moon in Taurus is making some lovely aspects. Only when it touches Uranus, it's going to be more agitated. But overall, from the afternoon, after the void moon ends, because we're going to have void moon for almost 3 hours. But then, as I said, then it's beautiful. So, but Monday is going to be interesting. Nothing is touching anything in the sky. Like
Everyone's
so it's
like taking a little rest, taking a break from engaging or
yes,
talking to one another. We're not planning.
yes,
We're not doing anything. Just
yeah,
get away from
yeah,
me kind of day. Yeah,
yeah.
that's interesting. Which speaks to the potential volatility of this. This weekend. It's going to be so much going on that the
Yes,
poor plant's going to be like, we're tired. Okay,
yes,
let's
yeah,
just
yeah,
let's
yeah.
just
But I love Wednesday for communicating,
good.
for connecting with others. Wednesday, so Gemini moon wants to learn, curious,
Yeah.
connection, networking, and make such a lovely aspect. I love Wednesday. Love it, love it. Thursday, it's then harder. Lots of squares, so we're gonna feel the energy, like it's gonna be more tiredness. Moon squares, Saturn, it's always,
Oof.
it's a little bit
Yes.
exhausting or depressing, so it's a little bit harsh.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Next Friday, we have a party. And then I'm saying why we have a party. Look at
Yeah.
that. We have Mercury retrograde in Pisces, meeting the node. So we had Venus on Tuesday and then Mercury on Friday. So there's a lot of connections with the node, and Neptune just had it the other day. Then we're going to have Sun sextile Pallas Athena. We're going to have Saturn sextile Uranus. We're going to have Mars sextile Uranus. We're going to have Mars trine Saturn. So next Friday, it's a party in the sky. So imagine Monday, nothing, and Friday, everything.
Yes.
So,
Monday nothing,
so
Friday everything. That's a good way to put it. Monday nothing, and nothing hard. Friday everything. Okay.
yes. So yeah, so it's like building up energy on Thursday, and Friday it's gonna be, but they're not they're good
Oh, good.
aspects overall. They're good
Good.
aspects. And we, as I mentioned, we have the uh, uh, first quarter moon, which is a square between moon and sun, and you're prone to do something. It's action. I think we have a support from Mars and Saturn to actually do something and have results. Mars and Saturn together give us focus and discipline, and we are doing things in a manner that they can be long lasting.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good. So
Okay.
but they're also sextiling Uranus, so there's a sense of we need to do it in our own way. We need to do it. We need to do it. No, we can't compromise our freedom. Whatever we do, we can't compromise our freedom and our sense of uniqueness. And so there's it's a time to do it in a different way, innovative way, something
Yeah.
different.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, that's
so which
interesting.
is which is
Mhm.
also an Aries energy, which is also this eclipse kind of still talking to us that we need to go, and Aries goes where nobody went. So imagine
Right.
going through the bushes,
Yeah.
you have this machete, and you have to go
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
make your way through the bushes.
The
Nobody.
pioneer. You got to make your
Yeah,
way. You got to make your
yeah,
way, and you
yeah,
made to do it because don't forget the other ways that have been made before. They've already been made. They've
yeah,
been tried a lot. This is
yes,
something to do it so. And trust me, other people will
yeah,
follow you once you clear the brush.
absolutely.
People will follow
Uh,
you. They'll be like,
yes,
"Thank you for showing us the way, the new way, the new way,
yes,
the new way."
yes,
Yeah.
yes. So
Oh,
the
okay.
way the way Anne always says keep your moon happy. So I would
Yes.
say that
Do your moves.
actually, yeah, but we need to be a happy moon, right? So
Right. Right.
Aries moon this weekend is actually pretty happy on Saturday, although it's an eclipse, but it's pretty happy. It's sextiling Jupiter, it's pretty happy. But
I hear you,
on
Lynn.
Sunday it's not happy. On Sunday it's not happy because it's squaring Mars and squaring Pluto. So first in Aries and then in Taurus. So Sunday, keep it low. We're gonna have 10 hours void moon between
Now, what date is that? What date is that? Give us a date.
Sunday
Sunday,
the 30th. The
30th.
30th.
Okay, this Sunday. Come, great. I
Yeah, so
see.
from 5 in the morning until 4 until the 4 in the afternoon Eastern time, you're gonna have a void moon, and then
It's a little
and we're
chunky,
gonna
huh?
be yeah, and we're gonna enter the void with a square to Mars,
Oh,
which is we're gonna feel agitated. So I think this whole weekend just keep it low, keep it, don't get your buttons get pushed, don't
yeah,
be the
yes,
actor.
yes,
Don't
yeah,
be the actor. It's not gonna be easy.
yeah.
Then Monday quiet, like
Good.
and then we have a happy moon. Like the moon in Taurus will be happy on Tuesday.
That's a
Moon in
good.
Gemini will be happy
Yep.
on
Good.
on Tuesday, Wednesday. On Thursday, moon in Gemini. It's no more. No, it's not happy anymore. And then a moon in Cancer.
Restaurant.
Moon in Cancer is not as happy because it's going to square Neptune and the Sun.
Mm,
So that's why
that's
I'm not
pretty
a fan.
big.
Usually,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Someone
yeah.
wrote
So
in,
that's mhm,
let's see, someone wrote March has been intense. Yes, it has.
yeah.
So is February. I hope April is less traumatic or less intense. What's the
Not
what are you
yet.
saying? That's not
Not
yet. That's what
not
I knew
yet.
that was the answer.
Yeah,
That's what they said. Yeah, not yet.
no,
Okay.
not yet.
Not so soon.
I
Okay.
yes, I keep my hopes in May. So I always said
Yeah.
before May,
Yeah.
And why April not? Because first of all, I thought, oh, we have all these eclipses.
Yeah.
Let's see what is the new moon in Taurus. New moon in Taurus, moon likes to be in Taurus.
Yeah.
It's like a more tangible,
Right.
more grounded. Let's see.
Yeah.
But on that day, we have Mars opposition with
Oh,
Pluto. Not a good,
no,
no,
no.
very feisty, very
Yes.
violent. So
Yes.
no, it's not going to be good moon, in that sense, right? And I think Venus is going to be in Aries. She's not very comfortable. She's also feisty. So usually I like a new moons, like a Earth new moons, like Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgos are very good for manifesting practical, tangible things.
Right. And for
But
new moon,
this
you're right.
time, but I feel with this one in April, we are not going to get it without a fight.
Wow.
So that's the
Okay.
problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's
No,
why
yeah.
that's why we need to go to May to see the new moon in
Yeah,
Gemini.
yes.
Okay.
So we gotta keep our army boots on, because we
Yes.
still have to be in clearing the brush,
Remember, we
and
have, because
we got
Mercury is still
work to do.
retrograde until the April 7th.
April 7th.
Mars is out of bounds until the April 7th. They both, so this will be
Okay.
good. But then Venus goes direct April
12th?
12th.
12th, I think.
Yes.
I think it's the 12th.
Goes direct. Yes. And then Mars. So when Mars goes to Leo on the April 18th, so he's still in his kind of retrograde shadow until he reaches 6 degrees of Leo, right?
Okay.
And then
Survive till
Mercury,
May. Yeah, that is it, Rocky. Survive
yes,
till May. That's it.
yes,
We
yes,
live to, yes.
yeah. I
I like that.
know, I know. I think that the full moon might be better. I didn't have a look. I always look at new moons because of their fresh energy. And
So we should be sending out invitations with this new moon, right? Or is that the first quarter we send out invitations? When do we send out invitations for the party?
not we send invitations first
First
quarter, so that's next
quarter.
week.
Okay.
The crazy
Okay.
Friday,
Crazy.
That's when
Okay.
it's I told you it's a full party there. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's
So
right. Yes. Okay.
the full moon on April 12th, the problem with that one is that it's ruled by Venus still retrograde, so it's still not the best one. So the moons in April are not going to be as good as they usually are. I like usually Libra, Taurus combinations, but not this time.
Okay.
This time it's just
Yeah.
a little bit more challenging. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to see what this Neptune in Aries is going to bring. I don't want to scare anybody, but remember somebody mentioned historically, I think Anne mentioned the other day when you guys talked, how when Neptune went into Aries, the same day the war started in the
Fort Sumter. Yeah, we had the first shot across the bow and stuff. Well, I think we're going to see. I've always said, I'm not the only one who said that we're going to see. The Civil War or the wars that will be fought sometimes in countries now, maybe especially this country, will not necessarily be us lining up on a battlefield.
Yes.
But there will be a war.
Yes, yes.
There will be a skirmish. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? So, and there will be collateral damage. There will be. There's no loss. There's no gain without loss. So,
yes.
of types of a way. I don't care what it is. There's something that has to be given to get something,
Yeah.
and so I think we in order for us, I said the big gain is through all this. I think Jasmina is that I think everything that's going on right now is unfortunate. It's painful. We don't like it. It's new. We feel put upon. But I think a lot of this is the clearing away so we can become a newer
Yes.
Earth or a newer peoples. We can't evolve without again giving away something. So we have to be, struck. 'Cause we were all happy to just keep on going the way we were. A few complaints here and there. We'll put a band-aid
Uh,
here and there, tweak it, and that's not sustaining us any longer.
yeah. Do you know what I was just thinking?
Oh,
I did this video for Eclipse today, so I was contemplating and talking to people and thinking, how all these sayings, old sayings, for example,
yeah.
oh, family is very important. You need to, your tradition is important, and then I'm thinking, is anybody questioning that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, family is important if they support you,
Yeah.
but there's so many
Yes.
domestic violence, so many family abuse. Why would that? Why would those people believe in family? So that you can't have this sentences just we need to, and then the traditions you live with why are we following these
Yeah.
traditions? Are they still valid?
Most of
you
them
know
aren't.
uh,
Yeah.
right, so
Yeah.
that's the question of being authentic and going back and just going back to nature and to ourselves, to intuition.
Yeah.
I always talk about it, and
Yeah.
I can't uh, emphasize it enough, that how important it is that we just don't blindly follow our family traditions, some laws or some people or something that was, you
Social
know,
things and things that
yes,
aren't. Yeah. Now, anything that doesn't hurt someone, of course. And I'm thinking that's what I noticed in my life. I'm just having some retrograde visitations of my
uh-huh,
own life and realizing that there was a point I was living for the outside of things. I was living from the outside and
ah,
for the outside. And then once I brought it in and started, going within and like that t-shirt, inquire within. Once you inquire within and start working on that inner space, and then you work out from that way, but not start outside with what am I in the in stream? Am I with the in crowd? What's everyone else doing? Am I keeping step with that stuff is, I think, and
yes,
that's what makes people, and that's the definition of stress, is when that part of your heart that wants to do something, and then you're not, and it goes against what's contrary to what it's the outside or the usual past practices said. That's what creates stress.
yes. But I mentioned today as well, familiar doesn't always mean good.
Good. That's absolutely right.
Just because something
Yes.
is comfortable and familiar to you, it doesn't mean it's good.
Mm-mm.
I as a I always feel, because I have such a strong Gemini and I'm doing astrology, maybe one of my goals is to kind of shake up people to question everything and ask themselves, why am I doing
Yeah.
this? Why do
Yes.
I believe this? Why is
Yeah.
this my value?
Right.
Why? And
Yes.
you
And
have
take
to
time to answer the
explain.
question. Right.
Yes,
Right.
exactly.
Hmm.
You have to have yourselves in a way, right? You need
Yeah.
to say why, not just because,
Your,
like
your mic. Your mic. Watch your microphone. Okay.
yeah, you can't say just because. You know how, I have a
Yes.
kid, and when I ask him why, he goes, I don't know. But I always tell him, you have to tell me why.
Yes.
You can't just say, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Just, is it because somebody else did it? Is that's why you
Yeah.
did it? So I
Right.
always want to understand. So
Yeah.
that's why, so we need to start questioning why everything.
Yeah.
In our own lives. Like, why do I believe in this? Why
Mm-hmm.
do I follow this person? Why is this triggering me? Why do I know why do I value this? Like, this eclipse in Aries. We need to find our true selves, and we can't unless we question everything we absorb from our environment and our families and society, just because, right?
Mm.
So
Yeah.
that's and those are hard questions, don't
They
get me
are.
wrong, it's
They
not
are.
easy.
And when you start answering those questions, you may again lose followers. You may step away
Oh
from the
yes, oh
former
yes,
tribe,
yes.
and that's
Yeah.
fine. You know what I mean? I have found that my pack, if you will, has changed. It thinned. I mean, some people just have plain flat out died, but so they couldn't help that. But you know what I mean? It's just that I'm realizing as now I'm embracing my authentic self, that those who have not gotten there yet may not be comfortable being with me, and vice versa. So, and I don't need the company. There's a phrase that this astrologer who's passed on now told me when I was explaining to him that I was starting to feel a little bit not isolated, but like I was just stepping out of into a different alignment, into alignment, and how that felt. And he said, JeMaja, no one wants any company when they're changing their clothes. In other words, when you're changing your clothes, it was just so, it hit me. It was so beautiful the way he said, when you're changing your
Oh my
clothes, you don't want
God,
him.
that is
Oh,
so good.
I'm so glad I shared that with you because to me, it just hit me and landed in my heart so deeply. I was like, wow, yeah. No one wants, when you're changing your clothes. And for me at that time, when he said that, I think I was going through where I was actually changing even my actual clothing style. I mean, even to that level, I
Wow.
was actually, and that was hard to do because it wasn't within the norms for corporate America, blah, blah, blah. But when he said that, Jasmine, I said, yes. So he said, no one wants company when they're changing their clothes.
I'm
I mean,
gonna
you know what I mean? Okay.
quote you on this. I'm gonna quote you on this. You know how I love those? This
Yeah, yeah, those,
really hit
yes.
me.
Me
This hit
too.
me
Me
hard.
too. It really, and it stayed with me. I dare say he told me this, and I was still in my early 50s. I mean, earliest of 50s. So this is almost 20 years later, and I'll never forget that. That I have to realize. Okay, ask yourself: Are you changing my clothes? You changing your clothes? Yes. So you may need a little privacy. You may need to go
Yes,
to
that
to
to
to get
yeah, yeah.
yes to get
You don't,
with it.
you,
You
you don't
know?
need to. Do you
Oh,
really need an audience? Do you really
yeah,
need an
yes.
audience?
Let's just do a
You
striptease.
don't.
Okay, then that's for me. But but you know what I mean? And that's a job. I'm talking about now. I
Yeah,
mean, the
yeah.
actual work that we're doing, the self work, and I think we're all in that place
Ah,
of now. Right now, we're all changing our clothes, so we all go home and we're in our homes or in our places of safety and comfort and sanctuary, and may
but
want to
that
change our clothes a
but
little
that's
bit.
why Pisces is so strong. Pisces is solitude. You need to do it in
Yes,
solitude.
and solitude. Yes,
Right?
yes,
That's what is, Pisces 12 house secluded places when there's
yes,
nobody to see you.
yes, yeah,
That's exactly what it is. That's why it's so that's why we're going back, because
yes.
we need to change the clothes alone
Yeah,
before
his
we,
name is Montgomery Taylor. It's not mine. It's Montgomery
oh,
Taylor who
okay.
said that. And I said, oh, so those
Beautiful. Beautiful.
he was another one. He said that you would like. He said an Aries, a Libra is an Aries that went to charm school.
Well,
Isn't
that's
the best?
true.
Isn't it true?
Yeah,
Yes, because I was
true.
involved with this guy, and I think we both. I had a Libra moon, and this guy had an Aries moon, and he said, well, I can see why you two understand one another, but he said you're in Libra, so you're in the Aries that went to charm
Love
school.
it.
So that's what I was like. I
I
love
love it.
that one.
This reminds me of my mother-in-law. I better not say. She's like, no, I'm kidding, but she's
Yeah.
okay. But she's a Libra with the Aries moon.
Oh.
So so
Oh,
she's,
interesting.
yeah, full moon baby, right? So she's she's very Libra. But if you if she doesn't like something, that Aries comes out.
Out.
So I, everything she learned in school, she kind of dismisses. No more, no more
Oh, wow, that's
yeah,
interesting.
yeah, that's very interesting. Yeah, so it's gonna be yeah, very love. This is another thing to think about. So yes, guys, I really feel that it's time to stop following and find our true
Yeah.
selves.
Paul, I will. So hold on a minute. Paul, I will do that, but I'll do that by myself because I had to do that one. Yes. My friend Paul's he's a dear friend. I mean, a dear, dear friend that I've known for a long time. And there's a situation that I was going through, and I made this comment. Everybody's staying, so I'll go over it then. But I was going through a change. I was going through a major
Oh, okay.
change. Yeah. And I couldn't take everything with me and everyone with me. And you know what I mean?
Love
So,
it. I love it. Yes.
yes.
Yeah, just a little bit of bravery and boldness, and then we're gonna have people
Yes.
who will
Oh, I
appreciate
like
it. We
that.
will,
Bravery and
yeah,
boldness. That's an Aries. That's Aries. Bravery and
yeah,
boldness.
yeah. And we're gonna have appreciation later. It's just, I think none of us are really happy if we don't really do ourselves. If you
Yeah.
but if you look at yourself in a mirror, really, that's why what's going to help you if you're in doubt or you're questioning, should I not
Right?
listen to your inner feeling again. Your
Yeah.
inner gut will tell you.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if you don't know something, learn. Go find an independent source, that not somebody, to make a clear mind. So learn,
Yeah. Learn.
read,
Yes.
find
Change.
out,
Yes.
find
Yes.
out. If you don't know something, find out.
I still always like that
But
phrase from, I forgot, Nike or whatever, but it said, do you. Do you. And that's,
yes,
and
I know.
Winston Church, it's Winston Church that said, I think it's Winston Church. No, 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 no. It was someone else. But anyhow, he said, don't try to be like anyone else because they're already taken. In other words, be your
Yeah,
unique self.
I
You
love
can't
it.
be, yeah, that
I
one.
love it.
So he's, so why are you trying to be someone else? do, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
They
they're
already taken.
already taken. I love
That's
it.
already
I
taken.
love it. Yes. I mean, I think I know what the issue is. Many people are just lost. Who am
Yeah,
I? Like, many of us
yeah,
going
I
through
get
these
it.
phases, but
Right.
then just see what is your life made of, and then you ask yourself, why do you do this? And then you will figure it out.
Right.
Why do I go to this work? Why do I do it? And then you're gonna even tangible things. Okay, I need money. Then okay, how can I get money? Like, there's a lot of things you can go, and me as my Gemini, I always go and find trying to find different solutions to a problem.
Yeah.
Pluto in Aquarius is also want to transform the way we think, and we need to find new ways of doing
Oh,
things.
absolutely right. That's true. Yeah, that is that kind of energy.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
When Uranus goes into Gemini's, guys, this summer, it's going to stay there. It's going to go back in Taurus a little bit, but from next year, it's going to stay in Gemini for 7-8 years. The way we think is going to radically change.
Really?
Radically.
Okay.
I feel. Whew.
And to me, that's an outer planet. I think we're already feeling some of that energy. Some of those fumes are hitting us now. It's sort of giving us like a little heads up, saying, "Guess what? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Start changing now because I'm going to really
yeah,
encourage
yeah.
quote change."
The
So,
thing is, when Uranus was in Gemini 84 years ago,
mm,
84 years ago,
first house,
he wasn't trining Pluto. Now he's going to trine Pluto, so it's a different energy.
right?
Pluto and Uranus together in a flowing energy in air signs, in Gemini
Oh,
and
there. Oh,
Aquarius.
that's nice. Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
our minds are going to be like,
Yes,
and we're going
yes.
to process, we're going to have to process things much faster and make faster decisions. And we cannot do that if we don't know who we are.
Right.
We
And we're
don't
still
have
stuck in the
time to
past and living the
contemplate.
old stuff. Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We got
So
to lighten the
now is the
load.
time.
Yes,
That's
yes.
why
We got to,
this year it's for contemplation and to getting rid of stuff and figure out who we are, so we can, because it's going to be fast like this. You won't have time to even,
yeah, to
you
sort
know.
through old stuff. And it's like
Yeah.
there's a word called jettison, and it's taken from ships and boats or whatever, planes. When the load's too heavy, they just throw stuff off the plane. And so we need to jettison. We're in the air, we're keeping our plane flying, but we, what I mean, so start jettisoning some stuff off it, because I know I'm trying to do it. Hey, Anthony. Yeah, so that's a good point. So do it now, because I think some stuff will be happening so fast
Yes,
that it'll
really.
slow us down, take us off course, take us out of alignment if we don't do our pre-alignment work now. Let's do our pre-alignment work now and get,
Those
you know,
in a park, those spinning things that kids are spinning.
yeah,
And
yes,
if it's gonna be so fast if you're not prepared, and if you're not grounded and holding on to something,
yes,
to your true
yeah,
self, you're gonna be
you'll spin
wee,
off,
like
yes,
in the cartoons,
yeah,
wee,
yes. Oh my
boing on
goodness,
our heads.
yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. But this is the only thing I can really encourage people is to question everything in their lives. Why this, why that, and try to find new ways.
Did we discuss
Um,
the Neptune and Pisces and the Neptune and Aries enough? I mean, I know we touched on it a little.
no, no,
Yeah,
but we can do it.
because it's gonna
I'm
be there
still
for a while. Next
contemplating.
week, maybe we could do some more,
Yes,
because I think such a big trend.
yes,
That I think
we can do it next week.
good.
Yes,
Because that
we can
needs,
do it next week. Yes, more.
yeah.
I'm
'Cause-
still contemplating about
yeah,
Neptune in Aries. It's such a contradictory energy for me.
yeah, and Neptune is one of the few, if the only planet. Well, maybe Uranus too, but Neptune is one of the planets that I had this experience, and I'll do it another time. But that's the planet that came to me, and I said, I don't know you. I really don't know Neptune. It's like I just don't have any experience with it. So it's and a tad bit, not of fear, but of trepidation, because I don't know it. I
But
don't
but
feel its
that's
essence.
but that's what Neptune is. You can't even know. You can't grasp it. That's the whole point. That it's
Hmm.
out there. So, but yeah, I'm gonna contemplate more on this, because I was thinking of doing a video on that, but I didn't get clarity.
Yeah,
Again,
yeah,
Neptune.
yeah,
I didn't have
yes.
clarity
We're
to
trying to get
what am I
clarity.
supposed to
Yeah,
say, right?
yes. But I think even just to have the discussion, you and I had the discussion with
Yes,
everyone, would be just to just sort of discuss it and get it out
I
there,
love
so
it.
we
Yes,
could just sort of like getting to
yes,
know you,
yes,
kind of thing. Yeah, it
yes.
would be good.
Yeah, but I'm gonna make some
Good,
notes just for my sake. We'll
good.
see
So
how it
that's
goes.
next Friday.
Yeah,
Excellent,
yeah,
excellent.
excellent, guys. Well, good luck. I mean, it's not. It's a good beginning of the week. First 3 days are very good, so use them. Use them well. Yeah, especially Wednesday. Such a special
And he
day.
said,
So
you said the tougher days are like Thursday and Friday. You said
Yes,
a little
yes, yes. Thursday and Friday,
tougher.
a little tougher. Yes,
A little
but first
tougher.
3 days are nice. Yeah, just because lots of squares,
Yeah.
and it can be it's good to do things, and it's a quarter, it's a first quarter moon. We should do things, but it's going to be challenged. So prepare for more challenging. There's a beginning of the week. It's more easy, more flowing, more. It's more, help from others, lots of air. It's going to be a lot of air. It's going to be much lighter. When we
Oh,
got into
good.
Cancer and the emotions, and then Mars is in Cancer, Moon is going to be
Oh,
in Cancer, lots of this
oh
spicy
boy.
energy.
More
That's why it's going to be
feelings.
more,
Yeah,
yeah,
more
feelings,
feelings.
right? Yes. Yeah.
Should make fun of
Yeah.
it. Yeah, it's gonna be
No, but
that
it's
we'll
true.
be in our fields. Yeah, we
Yeah.
will be in our fields.
Yeah. So,
Wealth
Mars is
activator.
ruling. Mars is ruling all this Aries Sun, Eclipse, and so it's kind of, and you're driven by emotions to
Right.
make decisions. So that's why
Wait,
I would
yes.
hold on until Mars goes to Leo. At least then it's going to be he's much more comfortable in Leo, right? Because Leo energy is more braver, more bolder, and Mars loves more, action oriented.
Absolutely.
In Cancer, he's more defensive and more
Right.
protect, like more of on a defense. When you play soccer, he's a defense, not the one who's
And,
gonna
and
commit.
Cancerians are very defensive. They protect of their oof.
Very, very,
Yes.
right.
Yes, they
So
are.
so that's why
Okay.
we're gonna wait until I think April 18th. I said he's going back to Leo, so that should be easier from mid. So that's why April is still not. We are not still done.
Okay,
Okay.
no, yeah, like someone, but I forgot who wrote that. Live until May. I mean, we got to live,
Yes, yes.
fight, you
Survive,
gotta
survive till
survive,
May.
survive till
Yeah,
May.
yeah,
Yeah, so we got to
yeah.
survive till May, survive
Yes,
and think about thriving, survive and thrive
yes,
till May. Just have to breathe,
yeah.
It's just going to be a little bit more patience, but
But then,
put that
yeah,
energy into clearing out and lightening your load, getting in
yes,
alignment, jettison stuff, jettison. If it
yes.
can't, I tell things in my apartment. If you can't justify your existence here, then you
Mm,
got to go. If you can't defend
I
yourself,
love it. I
yes,
love
like I'll put a little trinket and say, okay, talk to me. Why should you stay? You know what I mean? If I don't
I
get a good
love that.
argument, you gotta go. So
I
that's what
love
I'll be
it.
doing these next couple of weeks because I realized, and you actually allow yourself to outgrow. We've outgrown a lot of the stuff that
Yes.
kept us comfortable.
Yeah.
So we can let it go
Yeah.
now and let it be someone
Especially
else's treasure.
especially if you outgrown, you gain some weight over the winter and you outgrown some clothes.
Yeah, yes.
Like me.
Yeah.
Anyway. But it's interesting, yeah. So definitely this is not the time not to do anything, but do on your strength. We need to be
Your strength.
strong.
I like that. Doing
I
your
think
strength.
the Rocky movie when he was
Yes.
preparing for the fight. So we're in that stage. We're
Ah,
going up and down the stairs, up and down the
yes.
stairs, up and down the
That
stairs. You
music,
know
I
how
can
he
hear
was going
that
up?
music. Yeah.
Yeah,
Squirt the water bottle in your
I'm
own
the
mouth and
eye of
stuff.
the
Yeah.
tiger.
Yeah.
Eye of the
Yes.
tiger.
Yeah.
So
I don't like
that's
those movies, but they do have a good
yeah.
significance for this. Yeah.
So that's the energy. We are in that preparation. I mean, it's not doing nothing. It's just doing alone. And he was alone. Remember, he was alone, practicing alone. Da na 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 na
Yeah.
na na, up
Yes.
and down.
Alone. See, again, he was changing his clothes. You know
Alone.
what I mean? Yes. By himself. Alone.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
So that's the
okay.
energy,
That is the
right?
energy right
Anyway,
now. Right. Oh,
good.
thank you, Jasmine, for another wonderful, informative, getting us
Oh,
ready. So you're like our trainer. Jasmine is getting us trained up so we can get in the ring of life,
oh, thank you.
and be ready, prepared to do battle, to engage. In
Yes,
some
yes,
cases, do
yes.
battle. I mean, this battle doesn't always mean bad. It just means showing up, suiting up, and being prepared to show your authentic self and
Absolutely.
defend that.
Oh, that's it.
And
That's the summary
defend
of
that.
everything what I was saying. Defend your authentic self. That's the eclipse story.
Yes, yes.
Great.
Don't
Love.
bow
No,
backwards.
no.
Third chakra straight,
Yes.
back straight. Head. You know what I mean? Because that actually
Mhm.
and because when you send that out to the world says, "Oh,
Yes.
okay, she, he, they mean it." Yes, yes, we do.
A pose. Yeah, posture. How do you say posture?
Posture,
It's
posture.
very, yeah,
Yes,
posture. It's very
yes.
important. Like you get more confidence just
Yes,
putting
you,
your
you
shoulders like
do.
this,
Yes.
right?
Well, the will, like say, oh, someone's on my back. Your willpower, the third chakra is the will.
Yes.
It's the solar plexus, the solar chakra. So it's the one that tells everyone, this is my sun,
Mm,
and this is how I'm shining now. This is how I'm shining now.
yeah. And watch
That's
your head because it's a solar eclipse in Aries. Watch your head.
oh,
Don't
watch your
bump your
head.
head. don't bump each other's heads, don't get into somebody else's head, don't let anybody get into your
Good.
head.
It's
It's
good.
also
No, that
important.
is good because that's actually, in keeping with what we're talking about. You do need to have your head, keep your head on, keep your
Keep your
keep your head straight. Yeah.
you you can change your clothes, but you can keep your head
Oh,
on. Ta-da.
yes, yes, seriously, because that's because you can't lose your head when things get a little crazy too, and when you're in
Yes, yes.
between changes, you can get little confused, and that is getting crazy in the head. So yeah.
Very nice. Well,
Oh,
have a great event this evening.
thank you.
Guys, buckle up for the weekend. That's going to be easier. So just make sure you survive. Don't do anything hasty, anything rush, anything Aries like. Be patient. Don't rush. Don't fight. Just ignore. Just hug the person. If somebody yells at you, just go hug
Yeah,
them.
that's
Just hug them
a good
and
thing.
go away.
Yes,
And go
yeah,
away. And then they're
yes.
going to be
Simple
confused, and
means
you're just going to go. And
right.
then this
Yeah,
weekend, it's very, very intense. So take care of yourselves. That's
and make sure you
important.
hug yourself too. Hug
Oh,
yourself. Give yourself a
yes.
hug. Give
Yes.
yourself a big hug. Hug your friends and those nearby.
Yes. If you
And
have a
yeah,
pet, a kid, a
yes,
partner, a friend, a
right.
neighbor, whoever.
Yes.
So yeah, it's always helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Thanks everybody. I really love being here. Thank you, JeMaja, for this space. I love the community.
This
I
is
really love this.
fabulous. This is great. No,
Yes,
really, this
I
is,
know.
and it's so good to have it for Fridays because it's Venus's day too. So we talk about a lot of things based
Yeah.
on from the love from the heart.
Yeah.
So this
Yeah.
is
Venus and Neptune are together, like very close by now. That's unconditional love as well.
ah,
So think about that as well. This is what we
so
need to bring.
yes,
Our authentic selves need to have this
and
in our backpacks.
right, yeah, and for ourselves too. Unconditional love as we go through this change.
Yeah, yeah.
Love yourself.
Be good to yourself. Oh
Mm-hmm.
yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Anyway, hugs and kisses,
Bye, Maxine.
everybody. See you on
See
the
everyone
other
next
side of the
week. And we'll
eclipse.
talk about
On the
Neptune
other
and
side.
it's Aries.
Yes.
Yes. All
See you on
right.
the other side of eclipse. Bye bye.
Bye bye.